Doug Hutchison and Courtney Stodden made headlines last year for their unconventional marriage. He was 51 years old and she was just 16 when they tied the knot.
All right, so let me ask you guys right off the bat. The relationship is a sexual relationship, of course, because you're married, right?
Yes.
Right. When did that begin? Did that begin in the dating process, or did you wait till you were married?
On our honeymoon.
After marriage.
After
Of
marriage.
course, yeah.
All right, Dr. Jen Berman is with us. She's, but let's get to you right away. Because sometimes we were here with Linda Hogan and the much younger guy that she was dating. Is this relationship okay?
You ask a very complicated question, and I think that, you know, and we have spoken very openly about this. Well, I don't agree with the timing of their marriage. This is not a fake relationship, and after spending 3 intensive weeks with them, I think the biggest myth about their relationship is that it's a publicity scam, and it is not.
I don't think that's the myth.
Yeah. And it's not the timing, it's the age difference.
Yeah, it is that they married when she's 16. That's where I have an issue with it. But as a therapist, a lot of the time I have to do work with people who have different morals, different values, have different religions, all that sort of stuff. And this is a couple who is legally married. It is a legitimate marriage, and they came to me with conflicts in their marriage that needed to be worked on.
Doug, why get permission when she's 16 years old from her parents and just not wait 2 years till she's 18?
Well, a couple reasons. One is, you know, life is unpredictable and you need to live every day to the fullest. Courtney and I fell in love and we met each other. We're soulmates. And so we needed to dive.
But isn't it worth waiting 2 years? You can be with, you know, be around each other, but wait 2 years for...
Well, what's the point? I mean, she's 18 now, so what would be the point to have waited until she was 18?
Well, there's the psychological development, the emotional development in people, the ages 51 and 16 are giantly different.
Our inspirations are people like John and Bo Derek. She was 15 and he was in his 40s. They had a 22-year marriage. She held his hand while he was on his deathbed. Celine Dion and Renee Angelil. He met her when she was 12. Was her manager, and
married
look at
way
them
later.
now.
I mean, but it wasn't a relationship at that point.
Well, come on. I mean, it was the beginning of their relationship.
Courtney, is it hard for you? I'm just thinking you're 16 and you're getting married. Your friends are like, let's go to the mall. Like, let's hit up the... How do you stay in touch with anybody your age? And
Well, you're saying that if I'm, you know, wanting to be with a 51-year-old man, I can't still have friends my age? Is that what you're asking?
I just wonder what's the connection with Doug?
The connection was so organic. You know, I mean, when you fall in love with somebody, Billy, you're in love. And you feel that, you know? You feel that connection.
But you're 16
I had so many...
and you're swaying all over the place. I mean, like, I have a 14-year-old daughter who's hormonal and emotional and it changes her feelings about friends every 10 seconds.
That's your daughter.
I wasn't...
Courtney's...
An old soul?
Yes.
Yes, she's an exceptional,
you know, if you asked Bo Derek, she would say
woman.
the same thing. You know, when you're an old soul, you're not going to fall in love with a 14-year-old boy. You know, you meet somebody, you know what you want, and you're gonna, you know, get that because you are an old soul and you know what you want. And I knew what I wanted. And I was a Christian girl and I wanted to save myself until I got married. You know, some people say that I waited, you know, a whole 16 years. But that meant so much to me that I found the love of my life. I married him at 16. I knew what I wanted. And we're still together. You know, we've been married for a year and a half almost.
Did you have to convince your parents? What did you say to them?
You know, my mother was monitoring all the conversations. We didn't meet, I think it was 6 months. Over the course of 6 months, we were talking online. We were communicating through text message. Yeah, through a mutual
Doug,
friend.
people are going to call you a pedophile and a pervert for meeting a young girl online.
I didn't meet Courtney online.
And they're not far off. I think that's, I mean, you meet a young girl, start chatting with her online. That's really... You're an actor, Green Mile. You've got career here in town. I'm surprised that
you know what?
That you would do that. You just threw your career away, by the way, haven't you? Right?
You know what? I would do it again, over and over and over, because I fell in love with the woman I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life. We live, you know, day by day, Billy. We don't know if tomorrow is going to come, so you have to
You don't live
grab
in
it
fear.
when you fall in
And
love.
I think also, Billy, that you bring up a really interesting point that was very relevant to our therapy together, that when these two came in, there's the obvious issue of the age difference that was a therapeutic issue, and also whether to have a baby or not. But exactly what you described, that Doug, when he married her, he lost everything. He lost his career, he lost everything, and Courtney very much became the center of his life, and that has been very bad for the dynamics of their relationship and created an enmeshment.
Couples therapy, Wednesday night at 10 o'clock on VH1.
We'll be right back after these messages from your local station.
Dr. Jen, we've been through it all here.